Today, I want to show you Vega, the content creation system I've been using to maintain my presence on social media. As a solo founder within a B2B market, I knew I needed to post on LinkedIn consistently to make a name for my brand. But between client work, building products, and running operations, I didn't have time to write original posts from scratch every single day. So I built Vega, a 2 workflow system that generates LinkedIn posts from topic ideas in Google Sheets, maintains a content calendar, and helps me batch create content. I still add my own personal touch to each post, but Vega handles the heavy lifting of drafting. This is a system that's helped me post every weekday since the beginning of 2026. Let me show you how it works. This case study is specifically for you if you're a solo founder or small business owner who knows you should be posting but struggle to find time. You have ideas and expertise to share, but writing manual posts every day feels overwhelming. You want to maintain consistent social media presence without it consuming hours of your day. You're okay with AI assistance, but you still want your own personal voice in the final content. If any of this sounds like your situation, then keep watching. Vega demonstrates how to use AI to scale content creation while maintaining authenticity. Let me show you what my social media strategy looked like before using Vega. I knew I needed to post regularly for marketing. In the B2B market, consistent visibility on platforms like LinkedIn matters for attracting clients and building authority. But as a solo founder, I have competing priorities every day, and the challenges were clear. Writing original posts from scratch takes about 20 to 30 minutes per post. That's 2 to 3 hours per week just for LinkedIn, time I should be spending on client work or product development. I'd have good ideas, but struggle to turn them into well-structured posts. Staring at a blank screen, trying to craft a perfect hook, organizing my thoughts, and formatting for readability were all a hassle. And consistency was impossible. Some weeks I'd post regularly. Other weeks, when I was busy with client work, my LinkedIn would go silent. That inconsistency killed my marketing efforts. I'd end up procrastinating on content creation, then feel guilty about not posting. The mental overhead of always thinking that I needed to write a LinkedIn post was always in the background. As someone building AI automation for clients, I quickly realized that this is exactly the kind of task that AI can help with. Not by replacing my voice entirely, but by handling the heavy lifting so I can focus on adding my own personal touch at the end. Here's what I built. Vega is 2 workflows working together. This is the generation engine. I maintain a Google Sheet with topic ideas, content pillars, and personal notes. When I need content, this workflow reads pending topics, generates post content with AI that understands my voice and style, and drafts complete posts ready for my review. This manages the scheduling and publishing workflow. It tracks what's being created, what's scheduled, and maintains my content calendar. Once every week or so, I sit down and generate 5 to 10 post drafts using Vega. The AI creates posts based on my topic ideas, following my voice patterns and formatting preferences. I then review each draft, adding personal touches, specific examples, or current observations to schedule them. As a result, I only spend about 30 minutes once a week on content instead of 30 minutes for every single post. Vega handles the drafting while I handle the personalization. This system has kept me afloat comfortably since the beginning of the year. Everything starts with a Google Sheet that serves as my content brain. I have columns for the topic and theme, the core idea I want to discuss, the content pillar, whether it's about automation, AI, business operations, case studies, or whatever, the status, which are pending, created, or published, and notes, which include specific angles, examples, or any other points that I want to include. Throughout the week, when I have ideas, I add them to this sheet. Insight from a client conversation, add it. Notice a trend in my work, add it. Read something interesting, add it. This means I'm never starting from zero. I always have a backlog of ideas that are easily ready to turn into content. The content workflow reads this sheet, filters for pending topics, and generates posts using a carefully crafted AI agent. The system prompt I've built defines my voice as conversational, practical, and experience-driven. It knows to focus on real examples and specific outcomes, not generic advice. It understands my formatting preferences, which in this case are short paragraphs, line breaks for readability, and no buzzwords. The structure is always the same, with a strong hook, personal experience or story, key insights, and call to action or engagement question. 3 to 5 relevant hashtags on a separate line follows to wrap everything up. With this, the AI generates a complete draft post from my original ideas. Not a rough outline, but a full formatted LinkedIn post that follows my voice patterns and style guidelines. The key is that I've refined this prompt over time. The first posts weren't perfect, but as I've edited and adjusted, the AI has learned my preferences, and now the drafts are consistently good starting points before my review. Now, the honest part of this workflow is, I don't post AI-generated content as is. The AI gives me a solid draft, maybe 70 to 80% of the way there. I then add specific recent examples from my actual work, current observations or timely references, personal anecdotes that the AI couldn't know itself, my authentic reactions and opinions, and sometimes restructure if the flow isn't quite right. This usually takes about 5 to 10 minutes per post, much faster than writing from scratch, but still authentically mine. The Content Calendar publisher tracks everything. Once I've personalized a draft, I mark it as created with a scheduled date. The system maintains my publishing calendar and helps me see my content pipeline at a glance. This hybrid approach, with AI for drafting and myself for personalization, gives me consistency without sacrificing authenticity. Before Vega, I was posting maybe once or twice a week inconsistently. Now I'm posting every weekday and have been consistent for the first time professionally. My engagement has increased because of this consistency. More people are seeing my content, more conversations are starting, and I'm getting more people that are directed to my website as a result. Vega didn't eliminate all of my content work, but it reduced the time invested by roughly 60 to 70% while dramatically improving consistency. This demonstrates how to use AI for content creation responsibly, as a drafting assistant and not a replacement for an authentic voice. For solo founders who are stretched thin like me, this approach scales content creation without sacrificing quality. Here's why this case study matters. If you know you should be posting on social media but can't find the time, this AI-assisted approach really works. You still control the message, while AI just handles the drafting. The same pattern works for any regular content, whether for email newsletters, blog posts, or across different social media platforms. In AI drafts, a human personalizes and consistency is established instantly. Vega shows how to use AI tools effectively, not by replacing humans, but by augmenting their capabilities and removing friction from repetitive tasks. I built this to solve my own content consistency problem. If you need content creation systems that scale while maintaining authenticity, I can build custom solutions. Reach out through my website link below and we'll be able to discuss what content challenges you're facing, how much personalization you want to maintain, whether AI-assisted content creation fits your brand, and what a realistic system will look like for your needs. Vega took me about a week to build and refine, including testing different prompts until the voice matched my own. The ongoing effort is minimal, just maintaining the topic spreadsheet and running the workflows. If you have similar needs, let's have a chat about building your own version and see how we can help make your business work smarter, not harder.